One day in 1884, Sri Ramakrishna was seated in his room at Dakshineshwar, surrounded by his disciples, among whom was Narain. The conversation drifted to the Vaishnava religion.
God is not different from His name. Therefore, one should always repeat His name. God and His devotee, Krishna, and the Vaishnava are not separate from one another. Therefore, one should show respect to all saints and devotees. Realizing that this world belongs to Sri Krishna, one should show compassion to all creatures.
Hardly had he uttered the words, compassion to all creatures, when he went into Samadhi. After a while, he came back to a semi-conscious state of mind and said to himself,
Compassion for creatures. Compassion for creatures. You fool! An insignificant worm crawling on earth. You to show compassion to others. Who are you to show compassion? No, it cannot be. Not compassion for others, but rather Shiv Gyan Jiva Seva, service of man, recognizing him to be a veritable manifestation of God.
Everyone present there, no doubt, heard those words uttered from the Master's innermost consciousness, but only Narain could gauge their meaning. When Narain left the room, he said to the others,
What a wonderful light I have discovered in those words of the Master. I have understood that the ideal of Vedanta lived by the recluse outside the pale of society can be practiced even at home and applied to all aspects of daily life. Whatever a man's vocation, let him understand and realize that it is God alone who has manifested Himself as the world and created beings. All his activities should be directed to the service of man, the manifestation of God upon earth, and this will accelerate his progress towards the goal. If it be the will of God, the day will soon come when I shall proclaim this grand truth to the world at large. I shall make it the common property of all, the wise and the fool, the rich and the poor, the Brahmin and the Pariah.
The watchword of all well-being, of all moral good is not I, but thou. Who cares whether there is a heaven or a hell? Who cares if there is a soul or not? Who cares if there is an unchangeable or not? Here is the world, and it is full of misery. Go out into it, as Buddha did, and struggle to lessen it or die in the attempt. Forget yourselves. This is the first lesson to be learned, whether you are a theist or an atheist, whether you are an agnostic or a Vedantist, a Christian or a Mohammedan. The one lesson obvious to all is the destruction of the little self and the building up of the real self. This life is short. The vanities of the world are transient, but they alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive.